Engage was from day one developed as a solution to a real problem we had. We had a large customer in Central America that wanted to deploy one of the first systems, IPTV systems, in a unmanaged network, meaning they weren't private IP addresses. It was a box that was going to sit behind a NAT router. So it had a NAT address and it had access to the public internet. It was not on a private network. It was just like your PC is on your router, and that posed a real problem for us. Where, well, how do we manage the updates to these devices now? How do we push new firmware to it? How do we upgrade them? And so we basically turned to TR69 ACS solutions. But there was a lot of missing things there. They were very focused on upgrading routers, and some, it's come a long way since then, but there was a lot of focus on those types of devices and not necessarily on video devices. So we started to develop on top of that using all of what I would say, open source TR69 based protocols, and developed a solution specific for managing set-top box devices and managing the firmware updates to that. And it turned out that we did it at the right time, because this was a customer that was really cutting edge at the time. We weren't seeing a lot of unmanaged network deployments, but as soon as we completed that, we started to see a lot of the cable guys that were starting to deploy IPTV systems. And those guys don't think about a video in a closed network. They were thinking, how do I attach a set-top box to a cable modem? And we said, hey, we've got the perfect solution for you. And so we productized it, and it really started to fill in a gap. And then we saw all of the IPTV guys that we had been working with for the longest time really starting to move over to unmanaged networks as well, because they want access to all the applications, like all the OTT applications, like Amazon and Hulu and all of those guys that aren't available to the private network. So long story is that we've developed this off of real needs, right? And it's really solving real world problems that we had seen out there.